All right, y'all. So we're gonna talk about NBA to run. As y'all can see, that is me right there, the very handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? So I had the privilege of playing the beta yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my hands on the game. And look, I be seeing a lot of reviews of people saying this and saying that. I feel like this. I'm finna give y'all the realest review about this game, right? And of course, it's all subjective. Everybody has their own opinions, right? But in my opinion, this game is a potential masterpiece. It's a potential masterpiece. And I say that because it is an arcade game, so it only requires so much skill, but skill is required in this shit. You do got to release the jumper at a certain point. You know, you got to time your blocks, time your steals, time the shove. You know what I mean? Defense is really a thing in this game. And you know, with most arcade basketball games, defense is really not fully there, but defense is damn near as fun as offense on this game. You know what I mean? Now, I know people be jumping on the little things like, oh, they only dribble with one hand. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? The game is fun. When it comes to the fun factor, I had a blast playing this shit. And y'all could see, like, because this is a live video, so y'all could go back. Y'all could click on my page and click on the full stream of me playing NBA to run. My emotions were raw. You know what I'm saying? I had a blast playing this shit. And I'm not going to lie about it. You know what I mean? Now, of course, you could tweak a couple of things. Like sometimes the ball feels like a beach ball, like just floating everywhere. The AI is kind of dumb. I'm not going to lie. You do got a user the majority of the time. Unless you're playing with friends, make sure that you're usering. I do solo because I don't like playing with people. You know, pause, that didn't sound right. But I like ball hogging with Damian Lillard. You know what I mean? So I'm a solo type of guy. I want to control everybody, right? So that's more of my speed. But when you're playing defense, you do have to switch over and make sure people are doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Also, when you're switching players on defense, I don't want to say it's laggy, but it's not snappy. You know what I'm saying? When you switch players, you want to be snappy. You know what I mean? This shit, it feels like a slight delay when you're switching players on defense, right? And sometimes you need that shit to snap just so you can, jump in somebody like Curry face and don't give him an open shot. You want to snap over there so you can just be on that shit, right? So they got to tweak that a little bit. But overall, I had an amazing time playing this shit. I did not want to stop, but I had things to do. It was a Saturday. I had to go downtown, watch Game 7, which shout out to the Spurs. Shout out to Wemby. You know what I mean? I'm very proud of that team. I became a huge fan of Wemby this season. You know what I mean? But and by the way, my team on the run is gonna be Dame, Giannis, and Wemby. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's a good game. You know what I mean? And it's pretty smooth, it's fluid, but it is kind of glitchy at times, such as when you're blocking shots. Sometimes it's like the ball magnetizes to your hand while you're in the air. They got to fix that shit, right? Because there's nothing worse than when you actually take a shot and it's an open shot, but the ball like zaps to a player's hand. You know what I mean? Why? Just to get the animation for the block. Like, they got to kind of tweak that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of annoying. Now, don't get me wrong. When I do it, when I block somebody's shot, I'm cool with it. But when it happens to me, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So I say we should make it fair for everybody and just fix that. Don't let the ball be a magnet just for certain animations. You know what I'm saying? Also, stealing in this game is kind of OP. I'm not gonna lie. Stealing is OP in this shit. You know what I mean? Like, good luck getting the ball past half court if you're not going to pass it or do any special moves, right? If you're just going to dribble the ball past half court, it is a high chance somebody going to cookie you. You're going to get peeled. You know what I mean? So I think the stealing is kind of OP in this shit. They might want to tweak that a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's just the game is very satisfying. You know what I mean? It feels good when you score. It feels good when you dunk. Shit, it feels good when you play defense and get a stop. You know what I'm saying? And of course, goaltending is not that easy because, number one, you got to time it. And number two, you could just completely miss the ball. and then the shot go in. So goaltending is not as easy as it was in NBA Street, which I like that. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to just spam goaltending the whole time. Like actually play some fucking defense. You know what I mean? But other than that, if we want to talk about the bad, I don't really have much to say besides just the OP steals. They got to fix the OP steals. They got to fix the ball magnet. When you block a shot, the ball shouldn't just magnetize to a player's hand. And they got to fix the physics of the basketball, because sometimes it feels very floaty. Like you'll make a pass and you'll be like, what the fuck was that? Like the ball just go out of control sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So they do got to fix the mechanics and the physics when it comes to the actual basketball. Also, when it comes to duplicate players, I don't really care for that. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people were griping, talking about, hey, we shouldn't have 3 Wemby's or 2 Wemby's on one team. Look, I tried that shit. It didn't work out for me, but I don't have an issue with that. It's an arcade game. If you want 3 Wemby's, 3 LeBrons, 3 Dames, do what you do. Do what you do. Because at the end of the day, each challenge that they give you requires different skills. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're going to need to hit the 3 ball. Sometimes you're going to need to throw alley-oop. Sometimes you're going to need to clamp down defenders. So really, it can help or hurt you. If you got 3 Wemby's, congratulations. You got a great defensive squad. But when you do a challenge like triple threat and threes are worth 3 points, but everything else is worth 1 point, do you really think you want to have 3 Wemby's? You know, like triple threat, how I'm about to play right now. And this is actually my favorite one. But, yeah, you got to mix it up. Get you a shooter. Get you a defender. Get you a shot blocker. Get you a motherfucker that be stealing the ball. Like, you do got to be strategic in this game. You know what I'm saying? You do got to be strategic in this game. It's not just a pick-up-and-play arcade game. You got to kind of know what you're doing. You gotta be strategic, and that's what I love about this shit. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it has the fun factor and it has the skill factor. You know what I mean? And I love that. I think this game has a perfect balance between the two. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, I will be picking up this game on June the 9th, and I will be having a blast with this shit. This is currently my favorite basketball game. And I'm being real with y'all. I'm not no paid advertiser. I'm not one of them motherfuckers. I'm keeping it brutally real with y'all. This is currently my favorite basketball game. You know what I mean? Like I say, man, all y'all gotta do is click on the live stream and just watch me play the game. You know what I mean? I had a blast. I had a great time playing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking forward to the full thing. You know what I mean? People are talking about have a story mode. I mean, that would be cool, but look, man, don't put so much on these developers. You know what I'm saying? Because they only got a few people. They're not a big-ass studio. So the fact that they gave us this product with the people that they had, I think they did an amazing fucking job. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? But to wrap it up, I had a great time. I think the game is a potential masterpiece if they tweak a couple of things. Of course, they're going to continue adding more and more and more and more, whether it's animation, players, physics, mechanics, whatever. So, me, I'm sold. I don't know how everybody else feel that played this game, but me, I'm sold. I'm buying. And I'm going to put in work. I'm going to play this shit. I'm going to play it. You know what I mean? So it's your boy TJ the Realist. Like, subscribe, hype the video. Let me know what y'all think if y'all played the game. You know what I mean? And once again, this is one of those games that you got to actually play it. So you could judge based off what you're seeing, but you got to actually play it to understand what I'm saying. So God bless y'all. Looking forward to NBA to run. Salute. Y'all have a wonderful day.